Hey guys, welcome back to another lesson of price action trading. In this video, I'm going to cover how to identify higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows. And this is important because in the upcoming videos, we are going to use these ideas to define trends and ranging market and everything. And it is also going to help us in developing the strategy. So, this might seem like a easy topic, but it's a little complicated. So make sure you pay attention, and maybe if you don't get it, try to rewatch the videos. And if you still don't get it, just comment and I'll find a way to help you guys, maybe in live classes or something like that. So let's get started. So I'll just give you a basic idea through an example first, and then we'll run through the chart. So let's just say this is the start of the market, like the first price action ever existed here. Okay. The market started moving up. Okay. It created this and then it went low, right? So at this point, this is the lower high and this is the lower low because this is right now completely a clean market, and this is the lower high, this is the lower low. Now the price is just moving on this side. Now at this point, these point is let's say we have created this point, but this is just a market structure. It can't be named anything because the price has not broken any of these levels. This is a lower high and this is a lower low, and it for this to be named anything, the price must break one of these levels. Okay. So now what happens is, let's say the price moved up. Now what happened is, this was just a straight line. There was no price action right here. So this became a higher low, and this is now a higher high. So market is changing its structures. This is called a change of structure and also a break of structure. So this is more of a break of structure because this higher high break the structure from right here and also change the structure to a different trend. The market was bearish, now it became bullish, right? So this is the meaning. Change of structure is a change in the trend, and break of structure is just either breaking towards the lower side or the upper side. That's break of structure. Now, now let's say the market formed this kind of structure, okay, and then it moved up a little and then did this again, and now the market is doing this and it did this and it went up. So the market now you can see has formed a new higher high. And where is the higher low? Is this the higher low, or is this the higher low, and is this the higher low? So this creates a lot of confusion because this is a kind of the lowest point right here. You might think this is the higher low, or the first lowest structure is the higher low, but this is the higher low because as you can see, the market has, you know, came here. You can see the turning point. The market was moving straight and then there is a turning point. So before the turning point, right here, you can see a structure which is just a higher low, and any break below the structure would change the trend. And this is the structure, main structure, which gave the push to break the previous level. I hope you're getting this. All these structures were just moving inside. But at this point, something happened. A lot of buyers came in and the market pushed up. Okay. So this is your new high low, and this is your new higher high. And also remember this. I had told this earlier and again, any structure happening inside these levels are just market structures and nothing else until a new structure is broken. So make sure you remember that. And the recent curve from which the market has turned inside is the one who is forming higher low or lower highs. Okay, that is important to cover. Now let's move to the charts and see in practical how these things look. because charts is going to be a little difficult to understand. So if you guys don't understand this, can comment in the video. I am sure a lot of people are going to find it difficult to understand identifying the structures. So let's start from here. The market is cleanly moving towards downside. Now there is some kind of structure here, but it's not creating enough angle for me to create a lower high or lower low, something like that. It's just a clean one. I'll get in more detail when we see a clear structure. Now let's consider this to be your lower low. Now this is your lower high, this is your lower low. Now this one right here, even though there is some kind of angle, but it's very small structure, we need to cover great price actions rather than small, really small structures which doesn't do much. Okay. So this is your new point right here. And after that, we don't see any structure. Next, this candle broke the structure. So this for sure is a lower high. Previously, this was a lower high and lower low. Now this is the lower high and lower low is right here. This is not lower low because we can see there is some kind of structure on this level. So let's just mark this and you can see there is a structure. We can see an angle, a clear angle forming right here. It's very visible and it's easy to understand, easy to look. So this is your lower high. I hope you guys are getting it. This is your new lower high and it is your lower high because there is another break of structure right here. If there would have been no break of structure, this would have not been your lower high. So this is your lower low now, lower low, lower high. Now we have another structure right here, but it doesn't break anything. Let's mark this. Let's create this lines. Now this one again didn't break the structure. It's clearly visible the candle close right here, which means even though the wick is out, I don't see any bodies closing above this wick, around this wick. So this is just an internal structure and this is what is happening. The market moved down. Okay, there is some small angle forming right here and I would like to count that as well. Okay, now again, all these structures are inside your lower high and lower low. So until now, market hasn't done much. It is just forming market structures. Now this is again just a market structure and this is kind of a consolidation and the candles are formed inside the large body. So you'll just mark this point and then the market moves down to create a new lower low. Now, as I said, if you look back, the market goes straight and then there is a turn, right? There is a turn. So what is your lower high? This one, not this one, not this one. This is your lower high. And this is your lower low. Now again, there is a structure here, a clear angle, and then a new lower low. It's also breaking it from wick and the bodies are below the closed bodies of the previous lower low. So now this was your lower high, this is your lower low, and we see another structure right here. It's small structure. Let's mark that as well. Now this is a lower high. Okay, hold on. Let me zoom this more so that you understand this, guys. Now this is your higher high and this is your higher low. Why? Because the market is turning right from right here, even though there is some horizontal consolidations, but it is kind of giving a small structure. There are three candles and let's count it. So this is your higher high and this is your higher low. And after this, what happened is the market moved a little down below the body of these candles and now there is a new higher high, and because there is a new higher high, there is a new higher low. Now the market changed structure right here. It broke the low. Very easy to understand. This was your low and the market broke structure. So anything which has more than like two candles is, and mainly below the body of the uh, trending candle. By trending candle I mean, let's say the market is bullish, the structures are bullish, and if we are forming higher high, the trending candle is the green candles. And if the market is forming lower lows, the trending candles are the red candles. Okay. And we can see the body, this candle is bigger than the body of the trending candle. So in short, this created an angle. This was your higher low, and this was your higher high, and the market broke structure. So this became now your lower high. Remember this. This is now on the reversal, the highest point. If there is no structure, this is your lower high. Now, this is your next structure point, and this is your lower low. Now, this makes this one the your lower high. Again, this is your lower high. This is your lower low. Now, let's move up. You can see the body is still inside this price action, right? So it's just a structure. And next, what happened is the price moved up, broke structure. Now, even though there is some kind of consolidation kind of thing happening, but this is your new higher low and this is your higher high. And then there is again a small structure, a higher high and a higher low. Broke the previous higher high, and this is your higher low. Okay. And this is a clear angle, so we can clearly see that. Now, again, we have a change of structure. How? This was your higher high, this was a higher low. Now we have a change of structure. This is now forming a different direction. Now each candle might seem a normal thing to you, but these candles have a lot of meaning. These candles are daily candles, and it is carrying a lot of movement inside them. So even these kind of small change of structures are very important to notice. These are happening at right around a key level, right? You can see it's a key level area. So you will see some kind of consolidation and market trying to go bearish, but eventually price at some level turned it bullish. Now, from right here, the market went completely bullish. Now, the market has formed a new higher high. Okay. And there is a very small but clear angle that this is a higher low. Okay. This is a higher low and this is a higher high. Now, understand this. These are two different things. Like you might think it's a very small structure, and because of that, if we count this as a higher high and higher low, then this would look much better in terms of a higher low continuing the trend, rather than you will see a change of structure right here. The market clearly seems bullish, but these small structures are making this structure, especially the bearish structure, a bearish structure. But that's completely fine. These are higher highs and higher lows, lower highs and lower lows. Swing highs are different. Okay, swing highs are this. This is your swing high, and this is your swing low. These are the clear levels. Swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. You see this? Swing high, and then you have a swing low right here. Then you have a swing high right around this area. It's swing high and swing lows happen in kind of a small zones, small box areas where you see larger perspective, right? But in terms of market structures, we see closer levels how the market is moving. Now again, there is a reason for the market to turn bearish right over here, and a lot of people might have caught a short position right here just because the market turned bearish. So it is important to see it that way, because then you see how the market is aligning, whether the 4 hour has turned bearish or not, whether other time frames have turned bearish. If you will see only the 4 hour has turned bearish, and the daily hasn't, and if you don't consider it that way, then you'll not be in confluence with the other time frames, the smaller time frames. So you need to make sure you catch this kind of structure. Now we have another, this, there is this structure. Okay, we have this two candles moving down. If it would have been one candle, it would have been different, but this is two candles moving down, forming a small angle, and then we have another swing high, and then another swing low. Now imagine this. If we are counting this as a swing high, which is very well clear, we should also count this because the candles are very, the price action is very similar right here. The two candles going down and then the price moving up, right? And this is a large body, these are the small bodies inside, right? So it is important to count, and I'll show you how. Show you how. Wait. See, because this is a swing high and this is a key level area, the market has continued its momentum from right here. The market didn't came back right here. So this is a good important level area. And this area needs to be known as your higher high. And this is your higher low. Okay. Now let's continue in the direction. Now this is another higher high. There is an angle right here, higher low. This right here, there is not much angle you can see. You know, it's just the price continued upside. There is no angle. There is no, I can't form a clear angle. If I move my this thing right here, it's like very small. It's not a clear angle. I need at least two red candles or something like that moving downside. So what happened here is the price is bullish till here, and this is your new higher low. Understand this. You need two candles, two red candles to count it as a structure. Two candles or three candles or something like that. Or at least form more green candles towards your right side. Okay, more than two candles. Now, this is your higher high. This is your higher low. The market now continues like this, and there is a structure right here. Now this is your higher low. This is your higher high. The market is still bullish. It's still bullish, even though these structures are getting broken, but it's still bullish. And the market broke structure right here. And what became your new lower high? Is it this one? Is it this one? It's this one, right? It's very easy. The market, if you see the retracement, it goes straight and then there is a turn. So this is your lower high and this is your lower low. Now we see there is three candles forming right here. So of course this is a structure. Here, there is a turn, right? The market one candle only. It's fine. Again two candles. There is a structure. But has it broken the structure? Yes, it has. You see the market has broken the structure and now this is your higher high and this is your higher low. I hope this is clear. This is your higher high. Now this was your lower high. This was your lower low. Now this is your higher high. This is your lower low. I think you should practice this. Try forming, like calling it out names. It's good to practice what is your lower high, what is your lower low, and what kind of candles you're seeing. And make sure you watch the video and practice side by side on different charts rather than Euro USD. Try on different charts. So this is your another structure. And again, this is just one candle, no elbow formed. Again, one candle, but there is a turn, right? You can see if I click here and then there is a large turn, right? So again, this is your high. All this like main level is your high, and this is your low. Now let's move down. This was your high. Price created this. Yeah, let's use this. Now from here again, this is your high. this is your low, right? So higher high, higher low. Clean structures. This is your another structure point. This is another structure point. Higher high, higher low. Very easy. You know, you should try these on other structures. Now, if you see right here, this is again, you see one candle, two candle is it's okay. It's not a turn like a very big turn or something like that. Just normal formations. Now this is it should feel like a turn for you to mark it as a point. Okay. Now again there is a point right here, and now this is your higher high, this is your higher low, and this one is doing a change of structure. Now this is your lower high, this is your lower low because it broke structure. Again, now let's see how it's forming here. We see two candles. It's very horizontal. I mean, I don't see a good turn. Here I see a good turn. Here I see a good turn. Here I see a big elbow, and then it moves something like this. It's fine. So there is a lot of consolidation and it's all market structure. There is nothing to be called out yet because this is the main structure, right? This is your low high, this is your lower low. And for the market to do anything, it has to break at either one of these levels, which has happened right, not even here, here. So as soon as this structure is broken, what is your lower high? This is your lower high, and this is your lower low. It's it's as clear as this. So simple. It's just you need practice over this. Sorry, this is your higher high. This is your higher high, and this is your higher low, right? So this is very simple and easy to understand. The only thing is you need to practice this over the charts again and again. Try it on different charts. Try to mark these levels. This is going to help you in the next video. So make sure you're clear on these explanations. You're clear on how to identify these charts because very soon you'll have to analyze all of this on your own. I want you guys to do it on your own. Even though I'm providing you with all the market analysis on my YouTube and then weekly, midweek updates on my Telegram, I do want you guys to be, sharing with me what kind of price action you're looking at this week. I'll be happy to see that I have helped a lot of people. That will be a great thing for me. So make sure you practice that, and it's going to help you in the upcoming videos. And make sure you subscribe because I am going to put a lot of content this week, and in the coming weeks I am trying to complete this course as soon as possible so that all of you who are currently watching this live, I mean, as soon as I upload it, I don't want you guys to be stopped just because I can only upload few videos in the week. I'll try to push as much content I can. Okay, and I hope this video helped you, and thank you for watching.